as one of these very, very effective players. Back in the days of 1.6, he's always had good showings. No matter what position you put him in, Aaron is calm, cool, and collective, and that's what we need to see them on your screens right now. Obviously, that reflection there. He's buffed. He's ready to go. Yeah, crazy as well. 27 kills average per game so far in the Elite Series. If you can keep up that performance, it's going to be very hard for exceL to try to topple that. Then again, exceL, well, I was going to say the old iteration, the exact same team. Season 1 version of exceL loved Mirage. One of the reasons was that they were able to bring up the double of setup. If you remember, the CT sides, Connor towards short and Lazar towards middle. Obviously, there's that joke, or, well, rumor thing going around that maybe Lazar isn't the main AWP anymore. That could be true. When you think about all of the highlight players Lazar has, a lot of them are with the AK.
Yeah, it's true.
He is an artist with the AK. When he throws the clip in, he does slay from far away. It's always been good to see. But right now we're talking about pistol snods. As we're jumping into the action. Infused will be your CTs. exceL on that T side. Let's see what they're going to go for.
exceL winning the knife round and starting on their T side. Questionable. Obviously, you want to go hard and fast with confidence. If you remember, they did the exact same on Cash, but they started on the CT side and they lost very heavily. And they said, we wish we started on a T side. You get warmed up, and then when you flip over to defense, you're raring to go. When Dansky line up the window smoke, I imagine they're going to try and fake a mid-take. Actually, 3 players maybe going to go towards underpass. Boast has a smoke towards window. Let's see how this unfolds.
Is that the window smoke that you set up for?
I'm not quite sure.
It looked like the connector smoke.
You can smoke window from outside B. So the question is, what are they doing?
Yeah, it looked like when Dansky's going to go for the window smoke, Boast are going to go for the connector smoke there.
Maybe even a short smoke or something like that.
They could then try and take late control towards
you're right.
Yes, the smokes do go out. This is nicely done, actually. This could toy with Infused if they're unsure. And they are stacked quite heavily towards B as well. You've only got the one rotate right now. Aaron undecided in what he actually wants to go for. Boast are trying to sell the fake. He's pushing in, but he gets domed. Mix takes him down. Aaron with the timing could be huge. He gets one, but Lazar trades it back.
4 versus 3. Now they march up through connector. Fry one alone towards that ace up, but he's all you need. Probably the best player in terms of performance from Season 1, but eventually will go down. 3 versus 3, and they have this CT.
Yeah, the Irish infantry going straight in. Connor wants to try and lock it down here. He's got the CT angle down. He will get one. That's Dance. He's losing his head. He's ready for more as well as he'll peek round, but Zed will dispatch him. Tries to get the follow-up frag going. He is tapping down, but Lazar's too hot to handle. Windansky for the final kill as well. exceL this time around will get the opening pistol.
1-0. The smart connector play does pay off. If you remember as well, they said that Jacob has taken 2 days off work. Thursday and Friday. Nice guy. Does do the sacrifices for the team. And what that means is they said they brought in some new strategies, some new tactics, and there you have it. That's one of them. Smoke comes out towards connector, smoke comes out towards window, allows for safe passage through underpass, and from that they get in towards connector, and of course swarm the A site. 1-2-0 though, exceL going to be going up for the 3 SMG by 2 AKs, and for the side of Infused, Dancy's of course the AWP not going to be buying up, but apart from that, a full force buy across the 4 other players.
Lazar taking the slower poacher here, obviously armed with a rifle. If he can get those early entry frags, he will be quite pleased with himself as he is actually going to just hold, isn't going to overextend just through yet. Expecting potentially a push to come out for Infused. If they go for an information play, he can stub them out early.
Yeah, typically as well your AWPer would buy the SMG, so maybe that's alluding to the fact he's not AWPing anymore as well. Nevertheless though, the window smoke from Windansky, he's trying to find the lines. Actually, this is a different smoke than last time, but it is the window one at that. So, smoke comes out towards window. Should be a mid-take here from underpass and top middle.
Jacob getting that underpass control. There's a Deagle in play, and it's in the hands of Aaron. Normally he can be very naughty with a weapon, but he will be forced to fall back as the smoke comes out towards close connector. Obviously a molly on short as well. A lot of map control being taken by exceL right now, and they're not being contested for it. They've been given it completely for free.
Connor now can take contact towards short. There's 3 players towards B from Infused. The issue is, though, is it enough to hold off this aggression?
Oh, they're getting ready to try and take that short control as they want to push their way around. I actually want to go for a bit of a fake here, though, as they begin to back off immediately. Jacob must have realized the A site is very open. They don't know it's fully clear as there's a player lurking close CT. That's going to be Fry as well. He can be a nuisance if he gets off a lucky frag, but they're going to hear those audio cues as the push is coming in.
Infused now know it's the A site. Jacob does manage to catch off one. Goes for the peak as well towards kitchen, trying to see if he can get any more for his name. But the bomb is planted, front triple, it's planted from middle, but actually out there, the nice Deagle.
Oh, Aaron Deegan down and takes out Connor. That's a huge impact. Frag Windansky needs to trade it back, does do so, but it takes a lot of effort. Luckily, all the kills will eventually go in their favor. Jacob coming with a headshot on Zed as well, so the SMG is maximizing cash in the round, and Mick is left just with a measly CZ. We'll find the headshot on Jacob, though, as he double taps down. A little flashbang as well to re-peek out towards the A site. Ooh, Lazar gets dinked, but he doesn't quite finish him.
2-2-0. Not really a costly round as well for exceL. They lose 2 players, but obviously they did get the bomb down, and it was versus the full force buy. When you're playing versus an eco, if you lose 2 players, then that's not really ideal. Nevertheless, Jacob wants to get another Mac 10 and Boaster on that UMP. So in UK Pro League, Jacob is known for his Mac 10 play. Similar to Hadji on Envious. Very good at jumping around the corners, landing those mid-air headshots and abusing the movements mechanics.
Oh, look at this as well, talking about unorthodox. A straight out push comes through. They're actually finding a couple of little frags here and there as well. They got now just 2 players on the side of exceL, and Fry's the remaining man. If they don't kill him here, he could recover a weapon. There's always potential when it's Fry in a clutch situation as well.
He's an AK though, finds a Mac-10, there's an AK in front of him. exceL know exactly where he is. They've planted for short, which is surprising considering they know that Fry one was just there.
Ooh, timing could be absolutely awful here. He's giving his position away. Connor knows he's close by. He will push through. Connor has the angle. It's an easy headshot there. But look, 2 players remaining against a full eco snudge. Can't be having that.
The bomb was planted as extra cash. Then again, $800 doesn't really amount to the same as 3 weapons. Now, once more into the buy rounds. It's going to be 3-0 as exceL took the pistol. And now into round number 4, the buy will come out from Infused. Orb onto Dances and good money as well. So, good utility as well. Usually, just be able to afford a smoke, but obviously gets those kills with the USP, means he can afford some more grenades. UMP once again for Boaster, as they are lining up the smokes once again. Let's see if this is something new as well.
Smoke some flashes going over as they are slowly making their play in towards this B bomb site. Nice little smoke there as well.
Oh, wait. So there's a lineup you can do where you can spam car from where Luzzer is right now. Imagine if they
went for the spam.
Yeah, I think that's a bit too... Oh no, they are actually trying it. But then again, I believe that smoke has failed. One of the issues is when you bring somebody with so many new tactics, obviously, sometimes you might forget a smoke here or there.
There's always the chance for that high failure rate. As they are setting themselves up, though, what appears to be a late round explosion in towards the B-bomb site. They still have utility over as well. Jacob is setting up a smoke, so interesting to see where that goes down, as everything will fly out instantly, setting ablaze to the bomb site. Mick needs to go massive as well. He has a prime time angle to try and rack up these frags, but Zed will get the opener. There's the trades, though. Wendansky and Luzzer, as they unleash hell with the rifles, they have secured site control.
Versus the old Infused. Used to be the B site on the CT side that was very weak. It was Red Snake and MCK. And what would happen was Red Snake would always fall back towards bench or would fall back towards Forest, or people call it Weber in the UK, if you know what I mean, left side cubby of bench. And then MCK would always play under window or towards short. And the problem was, every team knew this. So when they did their executions, they'd smoke off the shot, but they'd jump out, they'd kill Red Snake, and the site was theirs. Seems like it could be the same scenario here with the new addition of Zed. No trades, a lack of cohesion and a setup there towards the B site from Infused on their defense. Will grant a 4th round, and you can probably hear Bosa screaming away. But again, this is what we mentioned before, hot or cold.
Yeah.
Right now they're hot. They're screaming away, their communication is firing. The problem is, it's always what happens when they start losing and the calls go flat, the team speak becomes quiet, and people aren't making suggestions.
You see the tumbleweed, blow past,
yeah, basically.
in the TS. It's all gone wrong. Straight back into the action, though, obviously. Jacob needs to go for the on-the-fly window smoke. Where's that land? Oh, it is. Very nicely thrown. Oh, it bounced off Dances, actually. He's been able to get close out through window, but he didn't actually block it fully. Mid-control could be interesting. The connector smoke has the gap in it, so Dances can try and go for the play. But Flashbang keeping him blind. That could have been a massive opener if he did connect the shot.
That's an incredible flash as well. The fact that it flashes into connector like that from top mid. Dances holding for the short push. We'll find the first gun to Con. MCK towards CP, holding for the aggression. Boaster is blind, but there's no peek yet from MCK.
Boaster just waiting it out with the AK in play. He's going to try and hold the angle. Could spot out Dances, gets him, takes him down as well with a wallbang as he was trying to get back through to head over towards that B bomb site. That could be a free AWP in their hands if he wants to grab it for Luzzer or someone to develop this. But Aaron, also very close by, playing in jungle. Luzzer is going to try and tiptoe through the smoke here. Second guesses it.
Now Aaron has to hold 2 angles. I believe MCK would have heard the jump in from Boaster. Needs to be wary about jungle and, of course, connector.
Oh, Jacob making the play in as he will slowly make his approach for into the bomb site. Are they going to know of the location of Fry near under? He gets him. Jacob with a very swift response there. Luzzer looking panicked, but luckily JKM is leading by example. That's 2 massive impact frags for him. Both are going to get the headshot on towards Mick as well. It's all up to Zed.
1 versus 3 has the kit. Most likely looking to save here. He's going to be wasting time, hoping that someone from exceL will try and clear CT. But this is a very slow start for Infused. They're going to go 0-5 down on the CT half. And what this means is they're going to be eco into the next round. Or actually, they may even go for a force buy. They're going to get 3.4k, save into the next one, and then by round number 7, they'll have a buy. The problem is they're going to be 0-6 down potentially, Jack.
Yeah, they can get themselves into a huge deficit very, very quickly if they continue on in this fashion. This is nicely done, though, by exceL. A whole lot better. You can see that strategy definitely come into effect. So Mirage was one of those maps, though, that I bet you remember. The amount we used to see them play, even domestically, those CT sides.
I was about to bring this up.
Pretty.
During Season 1 of the Elite Series, if you remember, disregarding the final week when they played versus Infused,
Yeah.
they averaged, and in the Premiership as well, they averaged 3 rounds per CT side. And simply put, that isn't good enough. Usually,
It's not.
they're getting 10 rounds on their T-half, and then things crumble as soon as they swap over to the defensive side.
If you offered me 3 rounds on a platter snods, I'd tell you to take it away. I'd say take it back to the chef. I don't want it. It's undercooked.
What do you want instead, mate?
I don't know. More. 6,
9
7 rounds? Yeah.
9 rounds is what you would want on
Yeah,
your CT.
exactly. A good half is what I'd require.
There you
So
go.
exceL going to go for the technical timeout as well. Obviously, an issue has arose. This might actually give some time for Infused to just chill out a little bit as well, get the stress out of them, shake it off a little.
I'm not sure if they can talk during the technical pauses.
They can just chill out, those snods.
Breathe.
Yeah.
That was...
As Jakey said.
Yeah, exactly. And drink water.
Yeah, get yourself some H2O. Obviously, Mick there, refreshing himself. He's going to be nice and liquid cooled into the next round.
Aaron there, calm as ever. Unfortunately, Neil M isn't, jumping around screaming.
Well, it's very true as well. I mean, Neil as a character, obviously, is one of those things that takes it very effectively. He's a very emotional person. He is one of those coaches that he's about getting loud, he's about screaming. But if there's nothing to scream about, he's just going to sit there and look a bit sad.
Do you remember the montage of Neil M? What is it? What game was it? Back when their trials in Season 1. It was Inferno. Who were they playing versus?
He kissed the wall.
He kissed the wall. That was on Cobblestone.
Yeah.
But the one where he kept having the face palms, his head in his hands, and the size. Do you remember?
Vaguely, yeah.
Oh, dear. Do you remember him kissing the wall, though?
I do remember him
I
kissing
do remember him kissing the wall.
Classic Neil Evans,
Classic
of
Neil.
course.
You let him off the leash, and
He starts kissing walls, anti-strat and envious, all sorts of shenanigans from the Murphy.
God knows what happens after the cameras are turned off. Round number 6, though, 0-5, and actually another buy once more. Obviously, Zed saving the M4. He can drop over another rifle, and they can go for the FAMAS buy because they're 3.4k. This is very, very risky, though, Jack. If they're going to continuously lose these rounds by lacking the AWP, they're going to build themselves up a big, big deficit.
It's very true. Not going to be... Ooh, Zed as well, with a crispy opener as he lands that shot on Lazar. That is very effective. Quite dominant stuff there in the opening seconds of the round. That's already going to put a dampener on things. They need to try and slow it down now. They can't go as aggressively as they have been in the previous round. So exceL, obviously, just going to have to just try and taper off a bit.
This might be really, really like a small point to pick out, but Zed's throwing I don't want to say a bad smoke towards B apartments, but a smoke that goes too deep.
Go on, mate. Criticize him.
Some AWPers, if they see that smoke, they'll push it,
Yeah.
and they'll go for the peek, because what you can do is, there's like the door frame, you peek up, you play the pixel angle, and you can catch them on balcony. Hashtag the more you know. Anyway, though, considering that they changed AWPers, I doubt we're going to be seeing anybody take advantage of that. Cheers, Nods.
Cheers. That was good, mate.
Yeah,
I'll write that one down in my little book. Keep note of that. Jacob, trying to see if he can go for a play. It's actually Windansky that gets the opener, though, and trades it back into a 4 versus 4. This now favors the T's as they do set themselves up towards this B bomb. So short control is in their hands.
Fast rotations, though, from Dancy's. Aaron, and of course, Zed as well. 3 players from the Infused side to hold the line.
Oh, Connor and Boast with a double entry. It's all on Zed now. Let's see if he can do too much. Spams away with the M4. That is the bomb down. Doesn't quite get the second frag, though. Fry's left in a 1v3. He can be the clutch master, but is he ready for a round like this?
If there's anybody you want in this scenario, it's going to be Fry. 1 versus 3 is the kit. Flashbang. The issue is, because Infused have lost so many rounds, it's better just to save. You have 3.4k round loss bonus. So, Zed can buy next round. Dancers can buy next round. Fry 1 could drop over an M4. That means MCK could have a rifle as well. Now Aaron could go on to what? UMP move, FAMAS? So they can actually still buy into the next round, but you can see they're lacking the Molotovs, the flashbangs. Yes, they have smokes, but when these pushes and these executions come in, they have no incendiary grenades to hold off the aggression.
It's true. An awkward spot to be in. exceL actually getting through using essentially the bare minimum of the utility they had to use in that round. Didn't use more so than they needed to. So their economy's going to be building up quite healthily. It's going to be interesting to see what the answer is going to be really for Infused. They need to switch things up soon. Nearly at 16k across the board, 11k on every player on that side of exceL. 5 rounds on the trot.
And the reason being is, you saw the scoreboard there from Infused. Player with the most kills, Jack, is on 4.
Yeah.
4 kills, 3 kills, 2, 2, and 1, I believe it was. And when no one's killing anyone, that means there's no money being taken out of the T economy, and it's able just to build and build and build.
We haven't
like building blocks.
We haven't ever taken mid to have any information
Okay. So obviously trying to restructure their attacks here now on the CT side and get a lot more information how they're playing it, not just be completely starved for info and then have to try and play for the late round retake, is what Neil seems to be saying.
Yeah, this is the thing which exceL do. Even last season as well, they go for the late mid play where they wait a good, 30, 25 seconds, then suddenly the window smoke comes out, the flashes rain in, they take control of middle late. The issue is, how are Infused going to capitalize off of that? Are they going to go for a B-apps push? Are they going to try and take control of Palace? That could definitely work. How many times have we seen players from exceL taking control of Palace and using that in their eventual takes? Anyway, where are we going to see the CT aggression here? Neil M says they need information, and he's not wrong. But where are they going to find it? Is it going to be towards B or towards the A side?
Their buy is
Very, very bad as well. So obviously they do have the M4 that was saved on Friday. They don't have too much to work with. So it's going to be a little bit hard. That's now the 6th round that was grabbed as well of the previous one for exceL as they set themselves up. Ooh, are they going for a D4-8?
Oh no. Fry1's going to be in front of the flashbangs as well.
Oh, this could be absolutely awful. They're going to have the smokes raining over, then charging towards the site. Obviously, you've got the entry from Windansky as well to sideline things. They're playing on the close angles. They've only got the pistols to try and support each other. This is going to be a bloodbath stuff. They're going to be running straight into the meat grinder.
The flash is raining, but they're going to be too far ahead. Let's see, Fry1 towards under balcony. Is he going to be able to mow them down?
You can see the panic now. Aaron as well with the deagle in hand. He needs to try and connect those close range shots. They're forced out from under from the volley. Very smartly played. Boaster with the entry. Windansky as well sends Aaron off to the Burns ward. They're making it work out. Mick and co charge in. They want to go for the swift response to Mick. Unable to do too much as Windansky will dome him. Luzzer with the follow-up frag as well. And it's all on Zed. What can George Bear do? He's getting out the tags, but he couldn't quite convert into the frag. Team Infused looking like Team Confused right now.
He had CZK armor, so I don't really know what that buy is. Maybe half.
7-0. And you can see these strategies in play from exceL. They have the... This is the thing, right? They had their executions last week, or the first week, Jack. But if you remember how poorly timed they were at being cohesive, you'd have Molotovs thrown too early, smokes thrown too late. And now it seems like those Molotovs were perfect. They lined up the smokes, waited for Windansky to get in position towards Palace, and the smokes and the Molotovs were all so well timed. Anyway, here comes the double setup. Isn't enough.
Oh, dances with the initial opener. Windansky and Luzzer trade it back already. The rifle skills absolutely on point for the exceL side.
That's his teammate.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my goodness, everything's crumbling right now for Infused on their CT defense. They're unable to hold off any aggression towards middle. They get one kill, but instantly trades go twice in the favor of exceL. 4 versus 3. 1 minute 20 on the clock, and the bomb is once again towards T-Spawn. exceL are going to be resetting this. They can go and try go back for a execution. Smoke comes out towards window, so now Infused are expecting a split.
Let's see how they adjust this setup because of this as well. Obviously, exceL playing it smart. They know they have the one-man advantage into the round, but they still want to try and play it slow. 1 minute left on the clock as well as they will set up. They have the smokes to work with. They're going to dry here. Looks like they might just be walking straight in. It's going to be a contact peek from Zed, as he will scope in. Oh, lose his head as well. Luzzer, he might not have an AWP in his hands, but he's still sniping down everyone.
4 versus 2. This might even be a save here. You may as well save. You can drop the 2 M4s into the next round.
To be honest, mate, I'm not infused with how they've been playing so far.
Infused?
Yeah, but you know, like enfused, but like spelt with an E. So like infused, like happy.
Yeah, cool. Cast it, mate.
He's pushing his way in. Gonna try and see if he can find the frags, but Jacob will get the opener. Mick will trade it back though as he gets one. Flashbang will slow him down for a little bit as well. So not the best. We'll repeat. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place though as Connor has the rear. Just how he loves it, as he will be waiting out for this push. Mick just stuck in position right now. The smoke will go down, grabs the AWP, wants to go for the save, but surely Connor should find this.
Wants to salvage the MVP, but Mick's not known as an AWPer. 8-0.
Any rounds.
Oh, Luzzer's pumped.
I know. Don't give him any rounds.
Cheers, Joe.
Cheers, Joe. There's only space for one curly head on that team.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well analysed. George looking absolutely broken there, the Infused side. They pumped every last bit of dosh, bit of wonga, bit of dough they had into that previous round. But it didn't work out, Snots. They've been left still with nothing in the bucket. 0 rounds secured.
Got pots and pans, as some would say. Once again, exceL playing very passive towards middle. The aggression towards ramp happens about 8 rounds too late, which means they have information. But again, Windansky has the AK, going to watch them fall back, and they're not holding the rear.
The timing is absolutely awful there. Windansky can strike, gets one nearly with a follow-up frag as well. But he cuts his losses, will back off, isn't going to reface on that one.
Oh. Luzzer, here's the step from Zed, I believe. Zed is low. Still 8-0. Infused going for a quasi-bike, Kevlar and pistols. but it's going to be 5 AKs inside of exceL. No AWP bought out just yet, and it seems like they don't need it. They're going for these heavy execution plays. The AWP just slows everything down.
Still just wasting the time right now. Wendansky finally going to go for the smoke towards close window. You can see mid-control has been the entire thing that exceL have been doing this whole time. As soon as they get mid-control, they are able to win rounds off the back of it. That's all it's ever been, and Infused cannot contest that.
Still, though, these pistols can work magic. We saw in the last game. Crazy rounds won by these CZs. And they have Kevlar as well, so if they get a kill, they can pick up the AK and still do damage with the backed-up armor.
Aaron, the only player towards the A-bomb site, and it seems like A is going to be the late round attack. Obviously, Lazar towards B. He's going to meet the stack that is there and just try and see if he can pick off any of the players. Aaron does actually try and find the opener. So Lazar as well with the wallbang on Fry. Aaron cannot get the potential peek going, so the wallbang's going to come in. Bolster another frag now as he puts him down. Zed and Mick still dubious to see what is actually occurring towards this B-bomb site as they know Lazar was there.
There's the AK. Not the AWP, and it seems like hashtag Imi was right. He was the first one to say that Lazar should be a rifle, and it seems like on the rifle he carries forward that skill he has with the AWP, and the only issue is when you have the AWP, sometimes you can be scared to make plays or you can be more passive with it. When he has the rifle, it seems to open him up.
Thing is, it was a massive investment every time they wanted to try and go for those double AWP setups because they had to try and force them out. exceL would get left in scenarios where they could never get the economy to stabilize the style of CS they wanted to play. Now you're only looking at 2,700 every time they need to try and get that buyout, and Lazar's still finding the frags.
How are they going to structure this one? I believe I had a player from Infused saying they're going to push mid. The issue is, that's what exceL want. The reason you play a slow mid take and you wait is because you're waiting for that push. And if that comes in, you've got two players holding the angle, and they should be able to take that duel. Tactical timeout now from the boys in red.
You guys need to crunch together, though. Sure.
Mid-crunch. Hey, mid-crunch could work, actually. So the idea is, what mid-crunch is you have a player towards window. Sometimes...
That's right.
Yeah, same thing. Anyway, one player towards connector, one player towards window, and two towards short, or one towards short. And the idea is the player window does the window flash, the player towards connector flashes over, and the player short flashes as well. You do 3 flashbangs, and you all peek simultaneously towards middle, and you catch the whole of the T's of guard in mid. Problem is, it's very hard to pull off, and if one person's counter flash, it can all go wrong.
So it's very easy. This whole round, they're building up. Snods could crumble away before them. As Infused have shown, they know nothing of the crunch currently. They've had nothing but a day trip to the crunch. Every time they get to the actual crunch, it doesn't work.
Been left in milk too long, there's no crunch left.
Gone soggy.
Exactly. Soggy plays never really deliver. Oh, look at the play from exceL as well. They're completely giving up middle. They're going to go for the A take, and this is exactly what's going to counter it.
Oh, did they go for the normal smoke though? They haven't thrown a smoke towards mid-window, have they? Or did Nansky pop one? I didn't see if they tried to...
He has no smoke, so he probably has.
Yeah.
Do you know he hasn't? So it's just a telltale sign.
Let's see how they read it. They are actually still playing too close towards connector. It's still only going to be at most 3 players close response towards that side. If they get the entry on Fry, it could be big, but he's playing the close angle, hoping to see they're not going to clear it. They run straight past. Connor, what are you doing? But somehow Connor wins the fight. He should have been taken down. That's ridiculous. Aaron and Zed peeking up, though. They are working well as a duo, but Lazar just goes huge. It's a hat trick from Lazar. One after another. He rips their heads clean off. Dances his left absolutely miles away from the action, Snods. What is occurring?
Ross, the coach from exceL, jumping in joy there as he sees firsthand the play from Lazar. I'm looking forward to seeing the replay of that because 3 crazy kills towards stairs, gets the player towards connector, player towards stairs, and whips it right round towards the player CT as well, I believe. Or maybe jungle, who knows? Best we got, I guess we're about to find out. This is ridiculous, Jack.
Yeah. I don't really know what really can say about this. exceL just outbraining the opposition in every scenario. They're just winning these rounds. This is definitely working, though. This no AWP side setup. Just not getting the AWP out on Lazar, allowing him to play freely with a rifle and go for those more audacious peaks. It's working well.
So, VP, 1 or 2 years ago, one of the things they used to do was they argued the fact that you can play 5 rifles. The argument against them, here's the play, 1, 2, does he whip it around? Or through the smoke? That's nice, but the argument against it was you become one-dimensional. Exactly. When you become one-dimensional, the reason being is, what happens if executions don't work for exceL? What do they fall back on?
Yeah. But the thing is, maybe they have that consistency to go with. They can throw the AWP into the mix if they need to. You know, we've seen them do that in the past. They go for that double AWP setup. There's a lot of structural changes they could try and throw into the mix.
I'll tell you what I'll say. I think they're better off playing 5 rifles. The problem is, I think it reduces their peak, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, the optimum ability they could have with Luz's potential AWP openings. But right now, definitely on a domestic level, it's working against another UK team.
And it will do. The only issue is for these players, they want to aspire to be greater than just beating UK teams. Anyway, though, Boast once again gets the exact same angle drop. This time it's not Dancy's, it's going to be on Aaron. And we've seen it time and time again, Jack. Man advantage for exceL.
Yeah, this is so uncharacteristic of either team, really. Windansky as well makes his play towards the A bomb site. Obviously, they will. All right. Shoots at Jacob a little bit there. A bit of a love tap to try and get the team ready to go.
Get back to work, he says. Round number 11.
It's that Warcraft 3, mate.
1 minute on the clock. Molotov comes out from Fry. Got the backup there from Dances with the AWP. Zed here with a great push towards B has all the information they need.
Yeah, this is very true. The underpass control he's gained could be massive if he actually slipped in behind Lazar here. Boastal with another kill coming through, though, as he punishes Mick. I'm not even sure where that was. Lazar finally goes down. Zed can go straight into the action, but short control was there. Connor had the angle.
Yeah, bomb's going back towards T-spawn. They're going to leave Boaster alone, but actually he doesn't even need to be left alone, is he? Whoa.
Words.
Words are difficult, Jack. And so is Counter-Strike, apparently, from Infused.
Yeah, very true indeed. I mean, exceL right now looking to aspire to get their 11th round right here at this point. They've secured the B-bomb site. Dancy's as effective as he can be in clutch situations up against this firing on all cylinders looking exceL. I don't imagine he can win the 1v3.
Especially because it's the wrong site as well.
Exactly. He's not there.
Exact same scenario we saw in the last one. Dancy's last alive saving. Why is Infused struggling? There's a reason. The reason we're so surprised is because, let's face it, we all thought Infused were going to win this. We had 4 out of 4 predictions in favor of the boys in red, especially after last week's performance.
It's the Red Army. But, you know, it's cool, man. If that's what you want to go for, well, boys in red.
Yeah,
it doesn't really work.
Yeah, no, Red Army, I don't know. I think the worst one was, you know, Radix.
Yeah.
Hashtag fear the blue.
Yeah, not sure.
That's awful.
Yeah. I'm quite scared of the colour blue, so...
Fear me.
Yeah. Oh, Dancy's will get one, but there's a trade back. Windansky as well. They can probably grab the AWP if they want to, but I imagine from what we have seen, they're going to leave that, stick with this 5 rifle setup.
Did he just try and harmonise into that?
I don't know, mate. This is the quietest we've ever seen Neil M as he tries to heat up his
He's not even look at the camera as well. Oh, dearie me. Usually, Neil loves the limelight, loves the attention. But right now, can't even face the camera and the lights. 11-0, round number 12. 5 AKs once again from exceL, and so far, you wouldn't change it. There you go.
It's a nice little boost, mate.
Zed might go for the same aggression. Flash comes in. Lazar's caught off guard.
He does fall back, though, so Lazar not actually going to get caught off. Will he clear the angle? Surely he should be aware the push has come out, so he gets the first tag out. Zed doesn't even find the frag. It's Mick that straight up wins the duel. This is better. Initiative on display now. Aaron with the underpass push as well. So you kill Jacob. You get a 5 versus 3. They finally have actually been able to knock the stabilizers off exceL.
Finally, weakness showing from exceL. Could have been the pause. The double push towards B. Towards underpass, and of course from apartments, catches 2 players off guard. Lazar and Jacob fall, and Lazar being one of the 4 runners in terms of getting exceL to this 11-0 mark. But let's see, Connor towards connector. His dance is going to be caught off guard, he gets split up.
Ooh, Connor with a bit of an awful peek there. Looks like he wants to try and reface it and run the risk if he can, but Dancy's actually keeping him pushed back. They don't really have the confidence to go for this. They can just do whatever they want into the round, though. They have so much money. They can reinvest round into round, so it's not going to matter if they actually lose this one.
They've walked through the short smoke.
Ooh.
MCK expects it. They finds 1. It's going to be the 2 versus 5 now. They know exactly where Windansky and Connor are.
The thing is, this is better from Mick as well. This is what I expect to see. He's known for being incredibly crisp and just running rampant with the rifle, but we haven't seen that at all. Finally starts to get some impactful frags coming out. Windansky secured site control as well. He slipped in, but can he find any kills to actually get him a little bit more to work with? No, Aaron will take him down. Connor trying to make the play work. Connor with a spray! Close but no cigar, as Fry will take him down.
That kill as well would have been crucial. The reason being is, if you have 3 alive, 2 out of the 3 remaining players can drop for the 2 that died. If you have 2 survive, only 2 drops can be given out, which means we would have been seeing 4 M4s and a UMP or a FAMAS or a CZ.
A much weaker buy.
Exactly. That 1 kill could come back to haunt them. And finally seeing the open Jacob, so it is actually true.
Jacob. It's going to be interesting to see what he does, obviously. No more that supportive role, but right now pushes straight out, does get the opening frag. Aaron obviously not expecting this. They haven't seen an AWP this entire matchup. Finally it comes out.
Oh my God.
Jacob's got, they've got short control. Mick has to back off. This is so weird.
And they can slow this right down. Boast has had so much success towards this position. Boosted up towards short, outside CPL. He's just going to wait and wait and wait. He's expecting a player here. holding for the cross towards short, but instead, this time MCK is towards connector. Flash comes in, goes for the peak, spots no one.
Mick is still just waiting as well, hoping they might try and backtrack, go for the connector players. Obviously, they have no reason to do anything. Oh, Dancy's with a power play.
Infused into formation, and this is the play.
Oh, flashbang over there. They will be ready for it, but no one's exposed just yet. Connor wins the fight as well, as the angle was a little bit more so in his favor. He didn't fully extend round. He had the support of his teammate as well. This just opens it up even further. They now have 2 players of a deficit on the side of Infused. Oh, there's the trade back though, as Mick will find the headshot on Connor, but he's just getting absolutely annihilated from Windansky. Fry can be incredible in these scenarios, but surely he can't do enough to bring this round back, as he will find the headshot on Lazar. The bomb's dropped. He is smoked off as well. He's still going for the spams. It's going to be a 2 versus 3 retake once that bomb goes down. Windansky does scare him off though. They go for the short plant.
Yeah, they can plant for middle. It's planted exactly for both. He's going to play headshot angle towards connector. 2 versus 3. There is a kill on Zed, but look at the lack of utility. This should be another round from exceL, and it's going to be the reset round as well. They have to save.
Yeah, they need to. If they don't have these weapons, they're going to go through with a broken buy. They'll only have really pistols and a tad of upgrades to work with. They're not going to have anything great in their arsenal. They're still going for it, though. They're running the risk as they charge in. Fry goes down. Zed follows suit as well. And Boaster forgets his shout-out.
What did he say?
He tried to scream and then panicked and forgot what he wanted to say.
I think he was about to say something not very nice, mate. And you cut it all. Cut it off. Yeah. For the greater good.
Of course.
Of course. For the Boasties fans.
First time I've seen Fry look anything other than just normal as well. Sad now.
Of course.
He's learnt emotion.
How'd you feel? Normal.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, we lost, so.
Maybe won. Yeah. So.
Push coming straight in, obviously, because they did lose those 2 firearms. Still unsure why they just decided to go for it. Maybe frustration or desperation, but still left with a very broken buy. They only have pistols apart from Aaron, who's on the UMP.
I think it was the latter there, Jack. Desperation. You're 1 to 11 down. You're in a 2 versus 3. To be honest as well, a 2 versus 3 retake's one of the best scenarios they've been in. Yeah. Usually it's 2 versus 5s or dances in a 1 versus 4. So in terms of the numbers, so far hasn't really been better than that for Infused. Regardless though, round number 14, and the reset comes through for Infused. Going to go for the late mid-tick again. They're probably going to split B off of this, and from that, this could easily be a 14 to 1 half.
Back for the old Fateful as well. The smoke's going to be coming in as they block off mid-window. Try and get that locked down a little bit early, as they actually are setting up for what appears to be an A site take though, just with a fake towards mid. I don't know if he's going to fall for this.
Fry towards Sandwich, dances towards connector, and actually Aaron going to rotate towards jungle or that B site, so they're actually anticipating a B play. There's a poor call, because instead exceL are opting to go towards A.
They have left CT wide open in this scenario. The thing is, Fry's in a good angle. It just depends what he can actually get away with. He can be naughty with the Deagle, though.
This is the problem you want, like a silenced M4 or a 30-bullet M4 would eventually be taken down.
You miss the first shot, you basically miss your opportunity there. He will go down. Connor as well, up behind Dances. Will get a swift headshot as he removes him from the equation. Ready for one more as well. Mick going to run into his crosshairs. Everyone being removed very, very swiftly. So it's only Zed remaining. He's trapped now, just sitting by window. Time is going to boil away. We were left with exceL with 13 rounds.
1 versus 5. And there you have it. We mentioned before the 2 versus 3 being one of the best scenarios they've had.
Yeah.
So, Zed, going to try and...
Can't quite reach it. He's trying his best, bless him. He's not really got the forearm length to grab it.
Corn Socks trying to go again. Is he going to go for the AK? Actually, the bomb blast will probably throw it to him.
Might do. It's going to be a little bit heated in there. Oh, he will find the kill, but he's forced to fall back because the Molotov is going to hold his ground, but surely this is where Windansky gets the kill. Sprays over the top of the smoke. Windansky whiffs it. They couldn't quite see him, as you said. They grabbed the AK. Zed might actually get away with a very effective save.
Congratulations. You've saved a gun.
He was balling since a baby, Snods. They could see it in his eyes.
Exactly. Something, congratulations.
George looks broken, though. Zed absolutely livid at this point.
Oh, Post Malone lyrics, not my forte. Anyway,
I'll let you off, mate.
13 to 1. Last round of the first half. And we love the easy ones, don't we?
Yeah, very true. I mean, exceL looking like they want to close this down. I mean, if they win pistol, it's a good night.
1-2, good night. Anyway, fast up short once again. They do have Windansky there toward Palace, but they're not going to need him just yet.
Oh, Mick looking actually very swift into the rounds. He gets a sexy little shot off, takes down Connor, ready for more as well. Aaron will deke down Lazar, though, as he begins to fall back now, wants to try and play from a close angle as this push will come through. exceL actually not in the driving seat for once.
Man advantage for Infused, finally. They have some presence into a round. But it's so late into this first half. They lose it 14-1. It is as good as done, Jack. Regardless, there's still chance. Jacob finds Dances, and now the AWP battle actually goes again in the favor of Jacob, as it does turn this into a 3 versus 3 with a push towards B Apartments from Zed. Should mean it's an A, but actually going up short.
Ooh, this could be awkward as well. They might fall for this incorrectly and read it as an A push. If they tried to continue on with the short control, it could have been massive.
Depends how long they take, because Zed could come behind him with a typical George Bear lurk, as he used to be known for.
It's true. They have slipped their way in. Obviously, Aaron's on the side. Aaron peeks through, but he doesn't get the frag, but he's now given his position away. Connor and co need to find these frags. Jacob will actually fall as Aaron connects the headshot towards him. Another frag comes through for Aaron. It's all up to Windansky. And the Irishman himself run rampant enough to pick up this round. He's got nothing to lose and everything to gain as he'll sprint in. Will he find these frags? Spam
Oh my God.
They can grab the bomb. B is open. They've given him B control for free, Snuds. What is occurring here? Ooh.
Oh, he's got the slip in as well. This is getting really out of hand. They've fed him the opportunity to go towards the site. He's planted for short, not going to go towards short. Spots out one player. Oh, gets the tag, but not quite the frag. 13-2. At least they managed some rounds, but then again, it's all exceL going into that second half.
Well, they've doubled their rounds at the end here, so that's good.
Brilliant. Yeah, 50% extra into the second half.
As they do get those 2 rounds to play with. If they lose the pistol, though, they are still basically out of the game. If all 3 rounds go through here and exceL lock it down with a massive opener, that's the game done.
It is indeed. So, question is, can Infused fix things around on their T half? How will exceL do in their CT half? But before that, I think Lottie's got something for us. Oh. I was told that.
Nice, mate.
Oh, it's me. Sorry about that, guys. Hello. Hello, Neil. So, well, it's one thing I can say about this game so far is welcome back, Team exceL.
Yeah, finally.
What's going on in this game so far? I mean, Infused aren't having the best of starts to this first half.
No, I think like Kaya said pre-game, exceL are just way more structured. I think Infused base a lot of other stuff off of being able to anti-strat teams, and they've done it last week with Envy, but they haven't been able to do it. They haven't seen exceL play Mirage, and they're just absolutely dominating them.
And what are exceL doing in particular, do you think, that are making them so powerful in this game today?
They're just playing as a team. They're using their flashes. Every time you see someone die on Infused, they're caught out of position, they're blind, they're getting shot in the back constantly. They're just playing perfect CS. So if they can keep that up, they're going to win. But
Okay. And putting on Coach Neil Zeno's hat, what do exceL need to do to shut this one out?
not crumble. They just need to take the pistol. And even if they start losing, take a pause. Please take a pause if they can hear me. Like, that's all they need to do.
Please take a pause, guys, if you can hear Neil, because that's what you guys have to do to win.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Neil, for that little insight. And I will get this right now, so it's back to you, Jackie and Snods.
Oh,
Finally.
there we go. We're getting the branding correct all of a sudden. Good.
Do you want to take this one away?
Sure, mate. I mean, is there much to say?
Not really. That's why I asked you to start.
They've got as many rounds as there are us at the desk, so that's good.
Nice one, 2 at that, yeah.
Yeah,
Managed a couple of rounds. But apart from that, it's not looking too good.
No, it's not. It's not really, is it? It's like
Here we go.
I can't even think of a vaguely
lyric,
terrible. Yeah, there's just nothing there. It's just abysmal.
I've got nothing left.
I've gone fully in Beal, much like Team Infused have at this point.
Well, they got 2 rounds, so they got maybe something left. Who knows?
Yeah, a trick in someone's sleeve. They need to dig in there and find it soon.
The thing is, they're starting as well on the weaker side. Usually you're expecting more rounds to be won on the defensive.
Oh, that is true. But exceL, they've been seen to struggle in the past. You know.
Then again, Jack. Consistently, throughout most season 1, they averaged 3 rounds.
And they only need...
Exactly.
So,
they only need 3
come
rounds.
on, boys. You've got yourself 13 chances to get 3 rounds. Now, here's looking at you, Lazza. Let's get it.
But so when you look at it on paper and we look at the numbers, they've won.
Yeah, it's very true. Statistically, they've locked this game down. It just depends if they can keep it up when we dive back into the action. And you never know, Snods. See, that's the thing about Counter-Strike. It's an even playing field. It can go either way.
I can't hear what you're saying. Someone's screaming over the mic.
It's very, very, very aggressive behaviour there as they get themselves ready for this opening pistol. Let's see if they're going to be able to lock it down with a massive opener. Obviously, Infused now on that T side. What are they going to go for?
Hopefully something a bit more zest, a bit more outrageous and outgoing than we saw on their CT half. Took them, 8 rounds before we saw some aggression on their CT side. So when things are flipped over and switched to the terrorist side, how are Infused going to fare? They need to win 14 rounds in a row if they want to win this one.
Zed, the opening smoke, because he's going to let it bloom straight over. They want to try and go for this play. Boaster in the close range angle as well. Ooh, they actually might have a good setup to defend against this initial push. This could go terribly for Infused, but Boaster whiffs. Does find one frag, but Fry's already got the double entry. They don't know the location of Connor. Why has no one checked this? He can deny the bomb plant. He's struggling, but eventually will get the kills off. This is uncharacteristic of Connor as well. Goes down to Zed. It's a 3 versus 2, but the bomb is not planted. Jacob with the HG going in as well. What is this pistol round?
2 versus 3. Luzza and Jacob, but Jacob has no Kevlar, no kit as well. Gets the dink, and that's about it.
Oh, if he gets the second frag, it could be ludicrous. Jacob, oh, he takes one tap. He goes for the reload, doesn't know his location, finds the headshot. Somehow, he leads by example. The in-game leader wins the unorthodox battle in the opening round. That's the pistol. That could be the decider right there.
They should never be winning that round. 2 versus 3 retake, and they have no Kevlar as well. Somehow, someway, Infused miss every single shot. And Boaster said before in the interview, there's going to be no whiffs, and he wasn't wrong.
It's very true. Looking a whole lot better now. They're back on their home soil, playing Mirage once again.
This is the thing as well. They kept banning it out last season. They had such a poor performance, and now it seems like they're revitalized.
They've given it a good iron. It looks good.
Yeah,
like a nice
lined out
shirt.
the creases, yeah.
They've got it all going well for them. Buys do come through though. 2 SMGs, an MP9 on Jacob. You got the MP7 on Windansky. The rest from the re-rock and the Famases. Let's see if they can find their highlight clips into this round though, as the play will be coming straight through. Infused invested everything they could into the round, as they don't want to run the risk of letting exceL get match point.
5 versus 5, the bomb is being planted. Let's see how the retake will go. Kits for the CT side and Molotovs, but actually, eventually Windansky will find one. It's going to be the man advantage into the retake, and all they've got is CZ and a Galil.
Oh, Luzza coming in once again as well as he gets that frag off, takes down Aaron. Boaster all towards Dancy's. Fry will get the double back, but all of a sudden it's just Zed and Fry left in a 2 versus 2. Will this defuse come through, or is this going to be a round for Infused? Can they actually get themselves back in the game? Zed eliminates Connor. It's all on Windansky. He falls to Fry, and somehow Team Infused keep themselves in the game for just that tad bit longer.
14-3. We will be seeing exceL try and force the issue and try and press their advantage and give away early kills into the buy rounds, the more important rounds. That's one of the things we see, Jack, is where teams have a massive lead, they suddenly think, okay, I'm the player that's going to do it. I'm the player that's going to make that big play. They push through smokes, try and get a 3K. The problem is that this setup, they make it a lot easier for the opposition. They play the slower rounds, and they walk into their crosshairs, walk into their stacks. Anyway, that's going to be the contact play towards the B site, just going to be Luz with the Deagle.
Moving their way up right now as they are going to go for this play in towards B. Luzza can be very effective with the Deagle, but I don't know from this angle how much work he'll be able to do, especially when he's blind. He gets the tag out, but does fall short. Jacob comes over as well, looking to find trying as many tags as he possibly can, and a frag will also be very much liked as he takes down Fry, leaves him in a 4 versus 4 retake. Obviously, they don't have much firepower in their arsenal, but they got confidence.
And no kit. Let's see. MCK holding the angle towards L block. It's going to be a 3-man rotation, or retake, sorry, towards Kitchen, and one player coming from behind us, both with the CZ. He has to go huge.
Yeah, they need to try and keep their attention focused towards the players that are in shot right now as they push out different times. Windansky finds a kill with a Deagle. There's the trades back. It's all up to Boaster. He's in the rear. He gets one. Aaron will go down, but the trades come back through. Only 2 players remaining, though, into that round, and they were up against an eco.
I believe they did force. I'm not quite too sure.
Well, they might have done, mate.
Yeah, I think they had Kevlar on the scout and whatnot. Okay, what I don't want to see is force buy after force buy after force buy, and in their heads thinking, one of these rounds will get it.
Yeah.
Because at that point, it could be 14-9. You start playing proper CS, and it's too late.
It's true. They have to just try and eco this one out, obviously get those ecos out of the way, get the full buy back in fruition, rock yourself with a full setup. It's going to be interesting to see what they actually opt to go for. As right now, playing it out as a full stack on the A site, Fry is the only one there. But this is just going to be basically aim practice if he walks in.
14-4. 10 round advantage still for exceL. They are on the eco, which means the odds are in favor of the hashtag red armies you mentioned before.
Keep it on brand.
Other brands of
red are available.
Or armies, yeah, are available. Anyway, though, minute left on the clock. You see Infused copying exactly what exceL are doing. Very slow, very passive plays towards top middle. Still want to give away that first kill versus these pistols.
Yeah, just holding down the fort right now, as they don't want to extend too far out. Obviously, once they do get the information, it's going to be very easy to tell that no one is at that B-bomb site. They can then try and get in, get the bomb down, maximize cash, try and not lose weapons as well. Infused, I suppose it doesn't even really matter if they get their economy breaking at this point. If you lose a round, you basically concede the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have, what, 9 chances of getting everything perfect?
Yeah.
If they make one mistake, it forces OT as a bare minimum. But a full stack towards the A side from exceL. I know they might actually group up together and play for exits towards Kitchen as a 5-man unit. Or maybe towards Short. What's the call going to be?
Well, the only investment's the P250, so they might as well just charge in, try and find the frags if possible. There's no SMGs in play as well, so it's not going to be that big of a cash builder. Looking like they might want to starve them of cash, though, and just hold as they go for a totem pole. It's a free-player boost, mate.
The problem is, if they kill that player on the bottom, it all comes tumbling down.
It does. And then you hit the floor. You probably break your legs from that height as well. When that's be in a wheelchair.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, at least a sprained ankle.
You could definitely
break an ankle. Yeah, you agree? All right, good.
You could definitely break an ankle from that height.
Your analysing skills are coming handy there. Yeah, to be honest, I reckon.
You know what? You're actually half wrong there, mate.
Yeah, I've got about 7,000 hours in CS. You could break your ankles from that.
Someone's a bit angry. Anyway, 5-2-14, I believe the scoreline is.
Well done.
Cheers, mate. Going to be the buy round. Lazza AWPing, but no Kevlar. So I imagine what they've done is, on their T sides, they're going to be having J-Corp, having Lazza go for the aggressive AK style, and on the CT side, utilize the skill that he has from Lazza and bring the AWP into his domain. But he has no Kevlar, Jack, which means he might not be able to go as aggressive as he'd like.
Yeah, that is very true indeed. As they set themselves up right now, going to go for a classic A take, it seems, as they have the smoke explode. Zed setting up for that CT smoke, everyone else getting in position as well, as they will let them fly through the air at the same time.
Yep, 3 players towards middle from exceL, so they're not going to be anticipating a play like this. Can they catch him off guard? It's going to be the retake coming out. Ooh, some damage being dealt already through the smoke. Yeah,
Boast have a nice little spam, because he can't afford to waste too much time just spamming through with that M4, so he will have to back off towards close CT. Windansky going to return fire as well, but no one going to receive any of the full force of that, as they will back off. Looking like they want to play quite heavily from ramp. 4 players there.
So, what utility has Infused got left? No smokes to warden off the CT side and delay the push. Molotov and a flashbang, that's it. With the lack of utility, this could still be exceL's round.
Very true, as they want to try and respond in there. Jacob will get the opening frag as well. Mick now repositions, gets the swift trade back as he needs to get the spray down as well. Dances comes in with a great headshot. Dances with a double. There's Fry. Lazza realizes it's time to get out of there and save that all.
Lazza going for his vintage play. Going to be saving the AWP, and it's going to go 14-6. Slowly but surely, Infused are managing to chain and stack these rounds one after another.
Cheers, Dances.
Cheers, mate, yeah. Put your mic closer to yourself, come on. Rookie mistakes, mate.
It's vintage.
Be an awful caster.
Oh, like you. Buys coming back through. Obviously, they are just going to be the light investments to the CZs. Have the upgraded pistols with them. They do have the flashbangs to aid them as well. Lazza with a saved stuff he had from the prior round.
Safe stuff, yeah.
I know.
As an op to boot if he wants to. Going to be the same execution from exceL, but then look at this, a 4-man stack from the CT side. Infused going for the set smokes once more. But this time a good read from Ross and co.
Oh, Connor behind them gets a double kill. How has he been allowed to get away with this? Wanted to go for the knife as well, but there's no butchery occurring today. Instead, it's going to be Aaron slaying everyone with his rifle. Boastal will trade back on towards Aaron, though. He's been given a free AK.
Oh
Zed gets the spam on Lazza. That's the all-power commission. They're still pushing in. Bolster is trying to end the game right now. They have bomb control. They just need to hold it. They're in a 2v1.
They can't let the excitement of the moment get ahead of them. They have to keep composure here. They can't overface and throw this one away. 1 versus 2. No Kevlar for these players. They have to play smart angles.
Zed is good in these scenarios, though. He likes to be last alive, to be one of those players that can try and close out the rounds in the awkward spots. We've seen it in the past, but not going to work out today. Windansky takes him down. They're not going out on a whim there, as they will bring it back. Obviously, 1 round away now from locking this down and receiving their victory against Infused.
9 chances to close this out in regulation. If you remember, the crazy comeback that happened when exceL were 15-9 down. The issue is, if Infused want to try and match that, it's 15-6, Jack. It's probably not going to happen. They need to win 9 on the trot and make no mistakes. And it's lost versus an eco as well as 1 AWP, and the AWP didn't get any kills. Somehow, some way, they're forfeiting these rounds, but they definitely should be. Fry 1 will manage to get the first kill, but apart from that, still exceL's game.
Push coming down right now. Windansky just firing off through the smoke, seeing if he can connect those shots, but no one is going to fall just yet. Obviously, Jacob now swift on his toes as well will make his play through. Let's begin to just hold for the meantime.
1 minute on the clock still. Bomb going towards B apartments. But like how pushed up Jacob is, he's going to have the early information and the early angle as well.
Oh, there's the molly. If Jacob actually just plays on the tight angle, he might be able to bypass Darcy's here unless he goes for the full clear. Turns in time though, nice as he counters the flash. Wolf spam down, nearly gets the frag, but Fry was able to kill him with the AK, so they're pushing into the site now. Not enough damage really done as well to amount them a victory in this round. Widanski needs to be on point with the rifle, will get one, but couldn't follow up the spam onto Aaron. So it's Boaster and Lazza. Probably just go for a save in a round like this.
2 versus 4. You've got so many opportunities to win this game, to close it out. You may as well just throw in the towel, come back into the next one. You won the last round as well, just an AWP in their arsenal. And now they're going to save the AK as well. They will be reset now, which is big for Infused. The reason being is it's going to go 15-7. If they win versus the next 4 spy, 15-8, then in eco, 15-9, suddenly there could be a chance.
Very true. There could be a chance indeed, as they will be getting through this round. Obviously 7 rounds now on the board for them. They've got a whole lot of work ahead of them. Boaster with the angle as well, Zeds won't find him. So he does get taken down. Another frag comes in as well. And they're doing very effective to actually save these weapons.
You know what?
Boaster with it just loves to fund this frag.
It is impressive how many kills you can get while saving.
Yeah.
I definitely couldn't do that. 15-7.
I wonder how much that's actually going to come back to bite Infused there as well, because their economy can't be that stable.
Then again, the economy makes no difference. The reason being is you lose one, it's over.
That's what I mean though, but going into what could be the final, like, you know, if they actually do get closed out,
Might
they
be
have a
one
weaker
UMP,
buy.
one kill here and there.
Could be horrific for them. Like this as well. Tactical timeout coming out. Obviously, you're at match point. You know you've got overtime at least guaranteed, but you still want to try and talk it out, work out what ideas you can try and switch up. This is where Ross is going to come in very helpful.
It's just a pistol round then. Oh, what a nice shot there from Jacob. Does he get all 3 actually? I believe he does. So
this was so awkward.
I know, it was indeed. Fry having a big mare there. And the thing is as well, that was just to rub salt into the wounds. It was a 13-2 half and they still win that pistol. And those are 2 nice shots as well to save the AWP. As right now, exceL are probably weighing up the odds. Do you go for the save? Sorry, the eco into this round? Or do you buy around these 2 saved weapons?
It's a hard call to make, obviously, and the way you want to structure this and play it out, they're not really in a fantastic position. Neil, still very quiet as well.
But then again, if they win this one, then it is the 4 spy actually. And that buy is a lot better than I thought it was. They can drop over an M4, have a CZ. Oh, wow, that's actually... Wow, that buy is... I don't think Infused are ready for this. 3 rifles, a CZ, an AWP, kits, Molotovs, good utility. Infused are in for a treat.
So they want to get ready to try and take mid-control here. The push is going to come around. Darcy's scoped in as well. He's got support from Mick and Zed as this terrifying trio could start to rain a little bit of terror towards mid.
Infused having a different style of approach to the way they take middle. exceL, they go for the window smoke. They do the amazing flashes, and then they peek everything in unison. Infused, a much faster approach, you could say. Straight towards top mid, and a smoke window from back boxes. And now Aaron could come in towards underpass. This is a very standard mid take. This might mean an A split, especially now you see 2 players towards A as well.
So you try and go through connector. There's no one immediately there on the other side. Obviously, closest player is going to be Connor. He's been knocked down to 57 HP. He's playing from tight window as he will actually be repositioning, but Lazza takes down Dantes. That's a big impact kill. Boaster could be massive as well. He just needs to be on point, but they spot him out. Aaron, definitely who you want going for the entries as he's crisp as ever, but the trades are coming back through. Zed as well, but a bit of panic takes down Widanski eventually, and it's into a 2v2.
Bomb retrieved. No kits right now into the arsenal for the remaining CT players, but there are kits scattered around the map. Let's see. Good utility right now for Zed and Fry1, but they're lacking a smoke grenade to plant the bomb in or to shroud one of these choke points. They can't smoke off CT. They have to hold it with pure aim.
Oh, Zed can try and go for the plant. He has support from Fry, but Fry was blocked. He couldn't fully peek out. Connor takes him down. They might have just thrown the game right there, Snods. It's all on Fry. He has to try and push through. He doesn't realize there's a man behind him. exceL pick up the victory. It's a 16-7 scoreline. Fantastic stuff as they live up to their name. They exceL ahead and lock it down. Infused, absolutely demolished.
Finally, they're able to bring together a win. It took them 2 weeks. They've had their close games and their fair share of harsh losses, but finally the hard work pays off. And you can see the new tactics they brought in, the strategies that really did catch Infused off guard. They weren't ready for the level of play that exceL brought to the party.